layout and another week. Now, this is my favoritist collection. This was my all-time favorite collection from 2022. It is the Simple Story, Simple Vintage Indigo Garden Collection. If you can get your hands on it, it is amazing. I do believe they were doing a reprint of it. I heard someone else say. I am not the gods of reprinting or anything, so I know nothing. It's just what I hear. And I did hear another content creator mention that they had re-released it. So there was a couple of them that they re-released. So yeah, anyway, but moving right along. What I decided to do today was similar to a power scrap. So if you've been on my channel for very long, you will know that there is a playlist called Power Scraps. And what that basically is a way of me going, forget about all the rules of three and all the rest of it and just scrap. Don't second guess yourself. Just put it down, commit and do it. And just make the page happen. Don't take 3 hours to make it. Just do it. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm being a little bit, I literally have like nearly nothing left of this collection. So I am stretching this baby as far as I possibly can. And believe it or not, even after this, I reckon I can still get one more layout out of it. So it did take a little bit of thinking outside the box though, because stretching these bits, this bit that had some pink on it, I love the pink, but the flowers were so big, so I sort of had to try and think of a way that I could add the pink on there, but of course it wasn't a full sheet either, so I kind of needed to do a little bit of MacGyvering to make it work. Now, because it's a wedding photo, this is my mother and father-in-law, and which I talk about all the time. This was their wedding day, and this is one of those layouts that, believe it or not, it actually came together really quickly. And I don't even, you know, when you finish it and you sort of go, is it done already? Like, gee, that happened easily considering I was expecting it to be really, really difficult because I've got so little of the product left. I've still got heaps of stickers. I did buy the ephemera pack when it came up. I did actually grab the ephemera pack, which I think I've used one butterfly out of it because that's not really how I scrap. So I sort of went, it's okay. I'm going to continue to pop in different layouts and sort of go with it. So here I was going, well, I don't know if this is going to be how I'm going to, okay. I need to put a border around my photos. I didn't want to introduce other pages, like another black or something like that. So I did my usual little trick of cutting 1/2-inch strips roughly and going around the border straight up like that, extra simple. Just, I was eyeballing it a little bit. I was being cheeky and I was using my mat to line things up a little bit more. I mean, it is Sunday afternoon and I have had a big weekend. So lots and lots of family stuff this weekend, which has been massive, but yeah, it's been good though. Good, all positive, all good, but yeah. So yeah, so I'm literally stretching this piece. So what I did behind the photo is the 2 butterflies. I just cut one wing so I could tuck the photo in behind it, which I thought looked pretty cute. And in order to, I couldn't use the yellow butterfly if I had have left it where it was on the 12x12, right? So what I did is I actually cut the piece behind the photo. I cut it 3 times and I roughed it up because, you know, wedding dresses, they're roughly, they look beautiful on the day, but they're, you know, by the end of the day, they're starting to look a little bit weathered, you know, around the bottom. And especially if you had a wet, rainy day, I suppose it'd be pretty bad. But anyway, I'm waffling. Anyway, so what I decided to do was I'm committing. Okay, we're doing this power scrap style. So I'm committing to it. I'm just doing it. I didn't have a full 12x12 sheet to use for a background. Okay, so this is me just MacGyvering where I can to stretch. I think it's Sandy State Goddess. I think she coins the term stretch the sketch, maybe. I don't know. Maybe is it Sandy? I don't know. Correct me below. Let me know. Is it Sandy? Or I know I see Galaxy Girl Creation, and which is Janet Fritz, and MK Gunn. They do stretch the sketch all the time. So it's like, okay, they either stretch it or they shrink it, one or the other. And I'm kind of in that's playing in the back of my mind. I don't have a sketch, but I'm sort of in the back of my mind. I've got to stretch my supplies as far as I possibly can. Now, I did reach into my 49 and Market. This is all I have left of my 12 by 12 rub-ons as well. This is the 49 and Market Art Options Rouge rub-ons. They come in a 12 by 12 sheet. If you have never tried 49th and Market rub-ons, I said it in a video last week. I'll say it in a video this week. These things are fantastic. They are. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I just yawned. That was a massive yawn. I'm so sorry. That was so rude. So these rub-ons are fantastic. So what I decided, I was going to commit to this. I decided that was going to be my title because the colour, even though you don't see that dark red anywhere, it makes it pop. It makes it pop off the page. So it's bold enough to do that. And it allows me to roughly cut out my title to make it, one, I can raise it up, and two, on a little bit of foam, and two, I get a bit more of that pink on the background, but it's still not the full sheet of the pink, so it's coming together. I am ruffling the edges of things because I'm using bits and bobs. Nothing has been intentionally cut out the right size, does that make sense? Like, you know, when you've cut a chunk out of a page, right? The next time you go to that page, sure as eggs, you want, I don't even know, sure as, what is I don't even know what the comment is, but sure as something. You literally need that extra 1 centimeter section in the middle, right where you've cut it. Guaranteed, every time. And that's the trouble I was having with this pink paper. So that's why I thought, you know what, if I make around the heart, the word heart, if I make around it roughed up, it kind of makes it feel intentional, even though you and I both know that it's not. It's a scrap. So this is how you can, if you are like me, and I probably don't buy as many collections as you think I probably do. This one, look, I gotta tell you, Cass from Crazy Craft Obsession, she got me hooked. She has got me hooked. The Simple Stories collections, I never, until I got onto these guys, I had no idea that these collections were so beautiful. Honestly, that sounds so stupid, but I had no clue. And this particular collection, it won me over, hand over fist. It was just, it's amazing. I love it. I think what it is that I love the most is the richness, and that's, I don't have the right word for it, but I feel like when I look at Simple Stories collections, they are rich colours. It doesn't mean that they're deep and broody. I mean, like, you look at it and it's classic. It's classy. It's classic. It's it has that feel about it, and it's not just one of their papers. It's multiples of them. Here is why I don't glue things down from the beginning, and this is why I did have Gail ask me a few weeks ago why I've sort of switched over to using my tape runner a little bit more. I do use my tape runner, but I use my glue when I'm 100% certain that's where it's going. I was trying to do this in Power Scrap style, and I was doing it, but the problem was I double-sided taped my roses, the flowers on the, are they roses? I think they're roses. On the left-hand side there, and that double-sided tape, that is the double-sided tape that you put down and you can never move. So unfortunately, I had to use my multi-purpose tool from Creative Memories. FYI, if you don't have one of those in your little collection of goodies, you need to get yourself one, because they are the bomb.com. They really are. They are magic. I am only up to my second one in my lifetime of scrapbooking, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't even be up to my second one if my child didn't break the tip off it. But that's, yeah, they're awesome. They're fantastic. Now, I felt this needed a border because, you know, I'm ridiculous like that and I need a border on everything. But not having a 12 by 12 of anything, I felt like the top and the bottom. Now, tell me how much this annoys you, because it's sort of, I chose to ignore it. It was bugging me at this point that my top piece was wider, my bottom piece was narrower, and then the two either side, they, believe it or not, are actually the same width. But because it's gingham, it's sort of, yeah, it's just the way, the angle of how it's sitting. But it was bugging me pretty badly at this point. So I decided, I was trying to avoid lots of mixed media. This week I'm going to try my best to do at least 2 layouts, because I've already got tomorrow's planned and I cannot wait. I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser. Snakes and ladders. There you go. There's your teaser. So that'll be tomorrow's video. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's so much fun. Now I need to stay focused. Now, there is something I do want to draw your attention to, guys. I want to draw your attention to this. I have spoken to Cass and Jacques, and I have stepped back from doing the design team work for them because, to be honest with you, I don't cope with pressure. Okay, I do not cope with pressure. I will be completely honest with you. I took it on because it was something that I wanted to do it, and it was amazing and it was great and it was a great opportunity. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love their store. Shop your hearts out there. I will still purchase from there, all of that. I just wanted to take a step back, and I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and I felt like it was sort of stifling my creativity a little bit. I was feeling a bit, I don't do well scrapbook wise if I'm rushed. I have to feel to let everything flow naturally. So I wanted to take this opportunity in this video to thank Cass and Jacques so much for everything they've done for me for the last 12 months. It's been amazing. Even though I haven't done design team work for them for 12 months, I have been purchasing from them since I found them. And I will continue to do so. And they are amazing. You know that their links in the bio, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so it's not a bad thing. It's not a sad thing. I would rather take the pressure off, and this way Cass and I can just go back to having our chats about scrapping, you know, instead of the business side of things, which is great. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, so you don't hear it along the grapevine, and or notice that I haven't done a design team layout and what's going on. So yeah, so I'm just letting you know that. And yeah, so as my page is coming along, I'm not going to stress too much. I did do a little bit of ink blending, but at the moment I'm really in a watercolor frame of mind. That's the sort of look that I'm liking. So the blending, look, you know what, next week I'll want to do a whole page of blended inks, you know, but at the moment, this particular page, it felt like it needed a softer touch, more of like a watercolored touch. So I added my Distress Oxide in Fossilized Amber, and I just used some water to soften the edges. So I've sort of got some highlights and lowlights going on there. Now, this is my new gold pen that I bought today. This is, now I've written it down. It's called UNIBALL SIGNO Gold Pen, and it's called Noble Metal. I got it from Officeworks, and it has got the most sparkly gold in it. It is gorgeous. I still have my UNIBALL SIGNO, UNIBALL SIGNO Gold Pigment Ink. I've still got that one, and I love that one. It's a broader tip, whereas this one's a finer tip. I could look, they probably have it in a thicker tip. I just didn't look. But this one is super duper sparkly. And I've got to say, could be one of my new favorites. I think I will have to find it in a slightly wider one though, because it doesn't really show up as well on the video. But in the description below, you will see my Facebook and my Instagram, and you can go over there, and I take lots of photos that are, they're not professional, but they're sort of zoomed right in so you can see things up close, and you can see the gold sparkly on the flowers and stuff, because I did go back over and do the flowers after I switched the camera off. And the other thing I did do, I cooked dinner, I came back, and I realized that the heart needed a little bit of something. It looks like it's just been plonked down the bottom. And you guys know me, I don't just plonk things on for the sake of plonking it on. So I actually pulled out a piece of the ephemera, and I cut some leaves, and I cut another butterfly, trimmed it off the white bit around the outside, and popped him on there. So if you look at the photos, that is different, and it is on there. I'm letting you know it's there. And the flowers, I did the gold, where you can see the dark lines. I used my gold pen and went over it. It looks stunning. It looks so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Liquid pearls, my favorite things in the whole wide world. Absolutely love them. So, yeah. So, there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what direction you want. What direction? That was two different conversations colliding then. Let me know, is this something that you like? Did you like the fact that I went back to a collection that was from this time last year? Actually, earlier. And made it work. This is what you can do. You don't have to always buy the latest and greatest and the newest, shiniest of everything, even though I do. But, you know, you don't have FOMO, because the thing is, there's always another collection, and I have got my eye on a couple at the moment, and I'm like, do I need them? Actually, hot tip, this week there will be an unboxing of, an unwrapping, unwrapping this week. So stick around for that, guys. It is gorgeous. I cannot wait for it to arrive. So here's the close-ups. Now I'm going to do my horror. I hate plugging this stuff, but you've got to do it. If you don't do it, people don't like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff. So I am working my backside off at the moment, and I am burning the candle at both ends to bring you lots and lots of content, but I want it to be content that is true to heart, true to me, true to what I like to do. And tomorrow's video is going to be amazing. I shouldn't plug it because I haven't done it yet, but I cannot wait. It's going to be fun. Thanks for that, guys. Bye for now.